Shooting team has booked their passage to the next year's AFNA Youth Netball Finals in Botswana. This evening in Dutch St. Martin, the Bajan Gems thrashed Argentina 91-9 after leading 46-5 at halftime. Barbados will take on Trinidad and Tobago on Sunday to see who will finish top of the group. The finals of the World Youth Tournament are slated for Botswana in July 2017. Well, two-time ICC World T20 champions West Indies can leapfrog second-ranked India in the ICC T20 team rankings when they go head-to-head in a two-match series in Lauderhill, Florida, USA this weekend. India are currently placed on 128 points, 4 points behind table leaders New Zealand, while third-ranked West Indies are on 122 points. Well, the Windies will move to second place on 127 with a 2-0 series sweep and push India down to third place on 124 points. However, a 2-0 win for India will help them join number 1 ranked New Zealand on 132 points. But the Asian side will still be ranked second when the ratings are calculated beyond the decimal point. In that scenario, the West Indies will slip to fourth position with 118 points, 1 point behind South Africa, while a 1-all series draw will keep India ahead on 128 points with West Indies on 123 points. Well, luckily the West Indies will be at full strength for the series. Almost all the members of the 2016 World Cup team are expected to play, with the exception of former skipper Darren Sammy, who has been replaced at the helm by Carlos Brathwaite. The head coach Phil Simmons says he's happy to have all the senior players available for selection.
It's always good to have all the senior guys back, and they make things easy for me because it's a case of them doing all the work and they know about this format inside out, so it gives me a chance to just enjoy them freeing up themselves out there. Yeah, it is motivation, but I think as in Mumbai, it's more motivation just to beat India, because I think that's always going to be the team in the world to beat in T20 cricket, because they've commanded the format for a long period. So winning against India is always going to be high on the agenda. Where we get after that, we're happy with that.
Well, Simmons was also full of praise for the cricket facilities in Florida.
This is an awesome stadium, awesome. And this, as I said, looking at the CPL, the wickets seem to be very good too. So if the wicket is as good as CPL in a stadium like this, we're in for a treat over the weekend. No, the pitch is covered with the mat, but you watch a couple of the CPL games and the pitch looked to be good, and all the guys were happy with the pitch. They played on one pitch here, so we're trying to prepare as best as we can. The thing about it is that India are going to be coming looking for revenge for the semi-final loss, and we've got to make sure that we're ready for whatever they bring to us.
Well, English County Club Warwickshire have signed Barbados and West Indies fast bowler Miguel Cummins for their final 3 county championship matches to stand in for Cal Abbott. On the Division 2 side are hoping for promotion and have turned to Cummins after Abbott was called into South Africa's squad for their current 2-test series against New Zealand. Cummins is scheduled to arrive on Monday and is expected to play in the games against Essex, Sussex and Derbyshire. Cummins, who has taken 125 first-class wickets in 44 matches at an average of 22.44, made his test debut in the recent series against India and picked up 9 wickets on his second appearance, including a second innings haul of 6 for 48. The Warwickshire have twice before signed West Indies fast bowlers late in the season, Kemar Roach in 2012 and Shannon Gabriel in 2015. Well, top local tennis player Darian King is out of the 2016 US Open. Pinning the men's qualifying tournament, King won his first round match against Gregor Zelma of Slovenia 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. However, in round 2, King went down 3-6, 7-5, 3-6 to former top 80 player Alexander Nedov of Kazakhstan. The semi-finals of the Barbados International Hockey Festival are just about concluding, but we do know who will be in tomorrow's mixed finals. It'll be Rockets against UWI Blackbirds, and in today's semis at Kensington Oval, Rockets first defeated ABC 7-0 after leading 2-0 at halftime. The other semi, however, wasn't that straightforward. Blackbirds needed penalties and then sudden death penalties before getting over Dubad. CBC's Shane Seeley reports on that game.
We pick up the game in the first half. The UWI Blackbirds up 2-0 thanks to a double strike from Akeem Rudder. This play, Aaron Ford for Dubad, trying to weave through a crowd of defenders, fails to make it on the first try, but Blackbirds unable to clear, falls back on the stick of Ford, who makes a diving effort. The score 2-1, Dubad fighting back. After the first half now, switching directions, Dubad on the comeback trail. Aaron Ford here again with the pass off a short corner, fake, and Akeem Douglas makes no mistake. Dubad ties the game, 2 goals apiece. Another short corner, this time for the Blackbirds. Big save from the Dubad keeper, but the Blackbirds scramble and make a play. Score, regaining the lead, 3 goals to 2. But Dubad not going down without a fight, pressing the Blackbirds defense, and it would pay off. Srimati Alt diving to get this one through the crowd into the net, ties the scores at 3 apiece, just minutes away from regulation. It would stay that way, 3-all, and would go into penalties, or straight flicks as it's called. At the end of the first 5, it would be 4-all, both teams having one saved. Sudden death now, Blackbirds ensuring that Dubad will have to score to stay in it. But Gill here stepping up, seemingly a bit nervous. Being saved for a second time, the keeper guessing right again and saving a spot in the finals for the UWI Blackbirds. Congratulations. Shane Seeley, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Shane. The top volleyball performers for 2015-2016 season were highlighted recently when the Barbados Volleyball Association held its annual awards ceremony. CBC's Anne-Marie Burke has the details.
2015 has been dubbed as a pivotal year of transformation for the Barbados Volleyball Association, as they had to overcome many obstacles to keep the sport alive and thriving. Despite challenges with venues and other logistics, they were also able to pull off a successful Caribbean Volleyball Championships. But more importantly, interest in the sport has not waned.
I believe that 2016 will be just as innovative and creative in terms of continuing our volleyball programs. And that is something that we need to do, because we are finding that more and more young people are coming to volleyball, and not just people with the physical attributes, but certainly we are noticing that a number of our young players are persons who are potentially scholarship winners. And I must congratulate Ms. Kayla James for winning the Barbados exhibition, one of our junior national players. So we are seeing certainly brighter and smarter players coming to our sport, and that can only redound to the benefit of our sport.
Mr. Baino was speaking on the occasion of the annual awards ceremony at the BOA headquarters in Wildy, where teams and players were recognized for their exploits across the various national competitions. Among the juniors, the most outstanding youth boy and girl were Brandon Callender and Ashley Jordan, while the most outstanding junior girl was Deshonta Addison, and most outstanding junior boy, Akeem Mears. Guest speaker, former national player Janelle Chase Mears, spoke to legacy building and urged all in attendance to use the sport to also build a personal legacy.
Building a legacy starts with the person who's looking in the mirror, you. Legacy starts with the individual or team's achievement, whether it's showing up on time or winning multiple championships. A legacy is created by your sustained and consistent efforts at numerous experiences. So for me today, I want to ask you a few questions about you. As a volleyball player, what legacy are you leaving on the court? As a human being, what legacy are you leaving off the court? As a coach, what legacy are you leaving with your players? As an administrator, what legacy are you leaving for the organization? Today, I see legacy through greatness. I see former players becoming national coaches, administrators, sons and daughters of former volleyball players representing their clubs and countries and following in their parents' footsteps. Now that is legacy. The legacy is being passed and created.
Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Anne-Marie. That's it for sports this evening. The business report next.